Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome Taurus for the rising sign and for the sun sign for your astrological overview, your ultimate overview for 2023. Okay, Taurus, well, gosh, I mean, Uranus in your sign, you're probably used to the unpredictable twists and turns that Uranus has been kind of pushing you through, pushing you to grow, pushing you to change, pushing you to move out of your comfy chair and out of your comfort zone. So what's going to happen this year? Well, ultimately, as I say to everybody, it's what we make of it. But are you being dealt an interesting, positive hand this year? Or is it more challenging? You know what? I think it's quite good. I think it's actually really quite helpful for you, the energy for this year. Let me explain. Let's just start with our planet of action and energy, Mars, that rules Aries, our god of war, our god of just assertion, assertive behavior, arguments, and goodness knows what else, who has been retrograde in Gemini, our sign that is all about communication, because Mars finally goes direct on the 12th of January. Now, this is your second house of finance. So if you've been finding that news or information that you've been waiting for to do with, say, your financial situation has been a bit slow in coming, or there's been some, well, a few little kind of hiccups that you hadn't foreseen, then with Mars going direct again, that's going to help you tidy up anything that has been left in a little bit of an unpredictable or unsteady state. So don't worry too much about that. That's going to be helpful for you. You know, Mars also has probably been making you work really hard. And so that you're probably finding that you are managing to increase your kind of financial sort of situation quite well with this energy. What else is going on? Because, of course, with this unpredictable planet Uranus in your sign, Uranus actually is going direct, and it's been retrograde for quite a while, and it's going direct on the 22nd. This is going to be like a change of gear. I think you're really going to notice this. It's going to feel like full speed ahead. It's like when these planets kind of change direction, and of course it's all actually an optical illusion, but it just feels as if there's just this sort of massive slowing down, and then they sort of very gradually start to shift again. And with that slowing down and that shift, you will feel that with anything you've been trying to put in place to do with you and your identity, anything that kind of, for you, how you express yourself to the world, whereas you might have been experimenting, which is unusual for Taurus, with some different ways of looking, maybe your wardrobe or your just the way you look, hair, you know, makeup, no makeup, whatever. You've probably been a bit experimental. And I think you're now, with Uranus going direct, going to find that look that just sits well with you, for now at least, because you've got Uranus here for quite some time. But let's see what else is going on, because also last year in 2022, for a few months, you experienced Jupiter, our planet of expansion, luck, opportunity, could also be quite a spiritual planet. Jupiter's been in your 12th house, Aries. Then it went into retrograde and moved back into Pisces, your 11th house. And now Jupiter is back in your 12th house. So it's actually only going to be here till the middle of May, May the 16th, in fact. Then you're going to have Jupiter in your sign, Taurus. This is really super good for you. But let's just look at what you can expect while Jupiter is in your 12th house, Aries. I think what's going to happen is that your understanding and awareness of yourself and of life in general is going to kind of, it's almost like it expands, that you just have a kind of better understanding of what your life is about, and also through the last 3 years, because there's been a lot of time where, especially in 2020 and 2021, when we were all kind of confined to barracks, I think you learnt a lot about yourself. And this is almost like a culmination of that you begin to really grow from that, because you had to explore parts of your psyche that perhaps you've just not really taken much notice of before. So it's actually been super good for you. Now, when Jupiter moves into your sign, Taurus, on the 16th of May, that is going to bring a lot of opportunities for you, a lot of luck, and also, if you're not careful, an expanding waistline. And we know, Taurus, because I'm a Taurus, we know that we do actually enjoy our indulgences. We do like a nice meal laid out in front of us. We like a good restaurant and good quality food. So we just have to be a bit mindful of our waistlines whilst Jupiter is in our first house. Now, the other benefits, though, of Taurus, not that gaining a few inches around the waistline is a benefit, it's certainly not for me, but another benefit of Jupiter here is that it's actually just blessing you with luck and opportunity. So whatever it is that you're doing in life, I think people are going to experience you as very exuberant and quite content and feeling quite positive about where you're moving towards. Now, the other interesting energy, because I told you all the energy is changing this year, it really is. Saturn, my big outer boy of contraction, of restriction, of boundaries, of discernment. It's been in Aquarius, which is your 10th house of career, and that's actually been good, and it's helped you set some sort of firm roots down to do with your career. I think it's helped to establish you on the path that you're on, or maybe some of you have got a new path that you're on with regards to your career, and it's really helped you kind of get into the right frame of mind to work hard at the chosen kind of career or passion that you're involved in. Saturn, on March the 7th, March is a big month this year. Pay attention to March. Saturn moves into Pisces. Now, this is your 11th house of hopes and wishes, but it's also the community at large. And I think people are going to be experiencing you in a slightly more serious way. So you've got this kind of contrast of the Jupiter, which I think is giving you confidence, but Saturn is also going to just slow you down a bit and just help you to be very selective and intuitive about what projects you choose to get involved in. Just be mindful of that, be aware of that. And Pluto is the planet that's the other big news that we have. Now, you've had Pluto, our planet of transformation, in your 9th house of higher learning for nearly 20 years, and that's Capricorn. Now, the fact that Pluto is going to dip his toes into Aquarius, which is your 10th house of career, is going to be super transformational and powerful for you, Taurus. you are going to really up your game. This really is, I cannot emphasize enough how big this energy is for you. Use it wisely, because I think it's going to make you feel a little bit unsteady for a while, because I think a lot of doors are going to open up for you in your chosen kind of career. And you've got to decide, not necessarily what you're capable of, but it's just knowing one's limits, whether that's physically and psychologically, or just as time management. But Pluto is like giving you this opportunity to really transform your career. Super exciting stuff, Taurus. So Pluto goes retrograde again on May the 1st. So it only dips in to Aquarius on March the 23rd until till June the 11th. So what happens is you've got Pluto then goes retrograde on May the 1st. So it's just gone into the sort of 10th house to have a look round and kind of give you almost like a heads up about what you might expect in 2024 when it formally moves into this part of your chart. And then on, what date is it? May the 1st, it goes retrograde, and then by 11th of June, it's moved back into Capricorn, and then it finally goes direct in Capricorn for the last time on October the 11th, and it will enter your 10th house of career on January the 21st, 2024. I tell you, 2024 is going to be an amazing year for you. Really super exciting. But actually, so is 2023, because 2023 you are going to see foundation stones being put in place, not just practically in your career, but also I think you are going to see a significant shift in your close personal one-to-one relationships, because we still have the eclipse axis for a while on that Scorpio Taurus axis. You're still going to get a bit of that. And also with this kind of movement of some of these big, massive outer planets moving into different parts of your chart, it's just going to be like a breath of fresh air for you. You're really going to feel those energies have shifted for you. It's super exciting, Taurus. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me for your ultimate overview for 2023. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That would be super cool. I'd really appreciate. And I will see you next time. And thank you so much for joining me, and bye for now.